Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to give you a BTC update on this fine Sunday evening here. We're going to be starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame on the hourly. Then we're going to be hitting across to the mid-term. Not going to go too deep into the long-term today, just because we're going to be touching on that tomorrow in tomorrow's video, right? But yeah, starting off here on the short-term time frame straight away, guys. I'm not going to keep you too long. Just a little update on what has actually happened this weekend. Nothing. Absolutely goddamn nothing. We've been waiting for a position. We're waiting for a long actually out of this falling wedge coming through from here because they tend to usually break to the upside. The real confirmation we were looking for on the hourly was a candle body close above 39,350. That sort of area. Didn't get what we wanted. We had a bit of a spike, which actually hit a couple of take profits in the scout package, which is very good indeed. But from there, we have just kind of gone into this sideways, pretty boring range. Nothing really happening on these hourly candles. They're really just opening and closing within a few $100. So nothing, no real sort of direction for Bitcoin in terms of a trend. But right now, I am going to do some fresh TA, something that we can basically be looking out for there. Throughout the next 12 to 24 hours or so. So I'm just going to get rid of the chart patterns that we were just looking for there because I do see another one coming through there, and that basically could do it a little bit shyer towards more candle body closes. They're getting a couple more touches is what we're sort of looking for here. And then you can see, of course, on the bottom side, we still do have this horizontal in terms of this level of support, right? So it was very, very strong horizontal in terms of this level of support. You can see, though, the support is actually gradually rising up, right? So what are we going to do here? We're still going to leave that horizontal in. We're going to still leave that horizontal in because we do have it on the automatic support and resistance horizontals coming through there. But what I am going to be doing now, I'm going to be drawing a trend line coming through in terms of candle body closes, right? We've got a candle body close here, we've got a candle body close here, and also a candle body close here, lining up perfectly for a lovely upwards sloping support line in terms of upwards sloping support line in terms of support, in terms of inside of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern, right? Because that's the pattern that we've got here. We do have higher lows, we do have lower highs, right? Just completely lost myself on the keyboard. But yeah, so as you can see, now we are dealing with a symmetrical triangle chart pattern. So that basically means, guys, we're looking for a breakout scenario, right? We're looking for a breakout scenario coming through on the shorter term time frame here. This, I mean, I'm not going to flat out say it's going to be amazing right here because it is a scalp. It's not very big at all, but it isn't looking too bad. And the reason why I say this is because when we have been ranging for quite a while, you notice that a lot of the major moving averages, they get to the coiled up sort of stage, right? They get to the coiled up sort of stage, and when that happens, there tends to be like a breakout in the price, right? We've got a chart pattern that we're waiting for a breakout from as well. So the stars are aligning for us to make some money here, which is going to be very, very good indeed. Let's get to some measure moves. Let's get to some percentages because it's all good knowing that we're going to make some money, but how much money are we going to make? Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. It's literally from educational purposes only, this channel. Do not literally go and take any trades that I'm saying here. Yeah, do not, I'm not a financial advisor, that's what I'm trying to say, right? Did a little disclaimer coming through. Anyway, that's the measure move to the upside there, going on the most recent uptrend, 1.37% on the table to be taken. If we are going to break along this zone, it's going to be pretty good stuff indeed. We are going to stagger some take profits in, we will get to that. This is going to be the measure move to the downside here of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern, guys, and it is a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the bottom of like a downtrend, right? And we know what that means. It mutates into a bearish pennant chart pattern, guys. A bearish pennant chart pattern tends to usually mean continuation to the downside, right? Tends to usually mean that. So that's definitely something we need to be taking into consideration and basically using to our advantage there. Because if we do start breaking to the downside, first things first, we're going to be getting past this horizontal little level of support that we were talking about at the start of the video, right? And if that does happen, then yeah, basically it means we've invalidated the higher low, right? We've invalidated the higher low, and that basically means we're probably going to come up, set another lower high around that sort of support, around that sort of resistance level, and then probably going to see continuation to the downside from there. But we'll probably get to that probably later I was going to say later on in the week, but it's tomorrow, right? We'll get to that tomorrow, I'm sure, on the fine Monday morning. But yeah, the move to the downside in terms of percentages here, guys, what we are looking for here, it isn't going to be huge. It's still going to be around 1.8% on the table to be taken. Not too bad. Let's do some take profits. Let's do some entry points coming through there. Straight off the bat, guys, I don't really want to be entering until we've cleared all major moving averages here from this breakout, because it's just too small to be getting your first take profit in there, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't really want to be entering until we've cleared this zone there. And even then, you can see that it is very, very choppy along this water, guys. It's very, very choppy along this water. If I was selling my yacht here, it would actually, I don't have a yacht. If I was sailing a yacht here, it would capsize, right? So yeah, in terms of a good entry point that we could actually be looking for, I do really sort of want a candle body close above this sort of area here. So yeah, in terms of how lovely and how nice the position is going to be, it's a bit choppy, guys. Just be aware, it is a bit choppy, because you can see it's obviously a lot of sideways action coming through there. So yeah, you could even get in here, have your first take profit quite early, quite shy, just because otherwise you're likely to get stopped out fairly quickly if you do see a reversal, right? Because you can see when we do range for a little bit in this sort of area, bang, we get slammed down out of nowhere. Bang, we get slammed down out of nowhere. Bang, we get slammed down out of nowhere. And we're not here for that, guys. We're here to make money. So we're going to be staggering our take profits. And once we hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry point. So in terms of an entry point, I want to get in after the 55 moving average, and then somewhere in between this in between this sort of range here. But I do want a significant candle body close before I sort of jump in there. First take profit around that sort of area, could be a bit earlier, around 39,200 to 300. In terms of a third take profit, because obviously we've got a second take profit there, I probably would be looking at something along the lines of this. You can see the resistance there. You can see the resistance there. And yeah, that's probably going to be bringing us up to around the 200 EMA as well, which is going to be very, very interesting. And then finally, of course, completion of the measure move. That's where we're going to be closing our position there. So yeah, 1.37 is on the table to the upside there. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of move to the downside here, guys, we definitely want to be involved with this. But as you can see here, it's the same sort of scenario here, because we do have that horizontal point to be looking out for, which we did talk about at the start of the video a couple of times there. But that's going to be obviously a very, very crucial take profit point, just because of the bounce along this area. It's very, very goddamn strong, right? It's very, very strong indeed. So yeah, if we do come down to this area, I probably would expect a bit of a buyback, and that's why we're actually having a massive, massive take profit there. And then once we hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry point, right? Well, to our entry point, right? And then basically we're going to be making money continuously, right? Yeah, that's sort of what I would be looking for there for Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Set another take profit getting put in there. I'm probably going to bang another one in there. Just in reference, guys, I'm keeping you guys a bit too long. I don't want to do that on a Sunday. But yeah, you can see here, this is obviously going to be a massive level of support that we have found before. Massive level of support here as well there, guys. So yeah, these are going to be our take profits to be looking out for, around 38,270, 38,134, and 37,990. To complete the measure move, 37,838. Good stuff coming through there. Now, another thing I want to talk about, guys, we've got volume. We are trending down in the volume, guys. That obviously means we could be looking for a lovely, potentially juicy break to the upside, right? Sorry, a breakout in general, not just a break to the upside. So yeah, juicy break to the upside. Why can't I, let me get rid of this. Here we go. Right, yeah, so you can see volume is trending down like so, guys. So if we do see a big spike in the volume coming through, then it's likely that we are going to be having a breakout in the price as well there, guys. So yeah, there's a couple of things to be looking out for there. In terms of the RSI on the short-term time frame here, guys, we're pretty central, right? We're pretty central, and to be honest, I'm not shocked at all. I'm really not shocked, just because we've been going sideways pretty much all weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Monday does open there. Well, not open, but you obviously know the CME Open. We'll see how that opens later on. And divergences, nothing really going on in terms of the RSI, in terms of divergences. So I can't really get a good gauge from that. But what we can say is we're probably looking at some sort of trend line coming down from this high. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there, to see how reactive we are along this line as of right now, right? In terms of the MACD, guys, in terms of trending, we have been pretty flaccid all weekend, sorry. Pretty flaccid all weekend. No real direction in terms of a really solid trend there. We did have a trend cycle coming down like this, but as you can see, we have tapped that again in terms of a reversal, so nothing too crazy coming on. right now, we're probably looking for a bullish crossover, guys. We're coming into a bullish crossover sort of area here for the MACD. So that obviously is giving a buy signal there. So we are going to be using that piece of information as well if we are likely to get that break to the upside coming out of that symmetrical triangle chart pattern there. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through on the short-term time frame here for Bitcoin. Let's jump to the midterm and see what's good there. And then we're going to be calling it a day with a nice Sunday update. Not really that much has changed, guys, because we do have the descending triangle that we were looking at before. We've got the Fibonacci 0.236, completely lost my words there, that we have been bouncing along all weekend, right? Not quite getting that candle body close above it, which is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely fine, guys. It's just showing that resistance is really holding out here, and we're probably going to see a bit of downwards momentum, probably down to this, down to the swing low already, right? And in terms of a price prediction for that, it's probably around 38,280 there. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there for the Fibonacci retracement here for this most recent downtrend here on the midterm here for BTC. Another thing I do want to say, guys, descending triangle that we were just talking about, we're going to go into a lot more detail into this probably in tomorrow's video, just because yeah, there's potential for some humongous trades to be coming through there, guys. So yeah, a lot to be going through tomorrow, so we are going to be jumping through that. So make sure you're smashing the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for a lovely Monday morning update. But as of now, sideways action here on BTC on the midterm. So nothing too crazy coming through. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in on this fine Sunday evening. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another BTC update. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. And for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.